Lesotho is surrounded by mountains, is that?
Yes, it's surrounded by mountains. Yeah, and I'm just over the mountain. It's called Drakensberg Mountains.
What is it called?
Drakensberg Mountains. So it separates, where I come from, Bergville and Lesotho. So
right.
there was
and Kugler told us the story in Lesotho was that the mountains actually protected the tribe during war and things like that, and it wasn't easy for white settlers to go in and take their shit.
And it's cold. It's very cold. That's why they have those blankets too. And they use those blankets even when it's time to fight. But put that.
Well, that's what he did in Black Panther. That's why he used it as a shield in Black Panther.
Yes, exactly. So imagine I was just there for 2 weeks. Imagine if we had more people being involved, more artists in terms of music being involved, in just creating content that will make black people love themselves again.
Yeah.
Because when I went to, there's a picture, you can check it out on my Instagram. There was Lesotho Awards, and I went there. I made a call before I got there. I'm like, yo, can you please get me the hat and the blanket? You understand? That's what I want to wear, and the stick. You understand? I did everything. When I got there, they had those things. They were laughing at me. Then I wanted to wear those things. People in the suit.
Laughing like.
Are you serious? You want to wear these things, man? I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm going to wear. They were laughing at me. And I was the only one wearing them.
Because they were ashamed of their heritage.
Exactly. Same thing with how I was dressed at the BET Awards. I remember years back, because everything that I'm doing now, I planned it a while back. When I used to tell the guys in the room that the day I get nominated, I'm going to walk there barefoot, and this is how I'm going to look like. And they laughed at me. Like, you crazy. You think they will allow you there in America barefoot wearing these leopard skins? Are you crazy? They'll never allow you there.
Of course they will.
It will be a joke.
Nah.
I'm like, all right, cool, we'll see. You understand? Even now, there were articles, others were coming from American sites where they were laughing at me that my outfit was horrible.
Really?
Yeah. But then it's like, okay, I like that, because now someone's going to say, yo, check this out. That outfit, the reason why this guy wore this and that is because of 1, 2, 3. And that person gets to learn something.
Yeah.
The reason why they're saying that is not because they hate it, because they don't know this outfit. To them, it's like, what the hell is this? Until someone tells them, which, okay, the reason why this guy is dressed like this is 1, 2, 3, you should try it.
And it's also, once again, we get back to the colonization part. In an effort to be accepted by the quote-unquote ruling class, right? Think about it. Think of, Shawnee's Trinidadian, right? My father's black and my mother's Jewish. My mother would want me to wear a yarmulke during certain holidays. I'd be like, fam, I can't do it. Bro, I can't go to school in the yarmulke, man.
We were talking about that in our flight to here.
Yeah.
Carry on, I'll tell you about that.
Yo, and so all kids and cultures go through that as they try to assimilate. You know what I mean? They try to abandon language, culture, dress as they try to assimilate. That's and I think all cultures do that. You know what I mean? Especially here in America or in countries that are trying to quote unquote westernize.
Damn.
You know what I mean? So it's not. I don't want to say it's just South Africa, because it's not. Yeah. It's definitely not.
Damn. Because me, that's what I thought, and that's why I took it upon myself. That
I know people from Puerto Rico, a Spanish-speaking island, who moved here, and their parents didn't teach them Spanish because they wanted them to assimilate and not be ostracized. Damn. And they don't. They're Puerto Rican people I know 50 years old learning Spanish now, and they live in a country and in a city where Spanish is spoken everywhere.
The second language.
They tried to deny their heritage to assimilate for the quote-unquote better life.
Damn.
Wow, then I guess that's why that song went number one Cardi B and the guys from
DR and Puerto Rico. Bad Bunny, yeah, I like it like that.
Yeah.
But there's been a resurgence of the embracing of Spanish heritage. I don't want to call it Spanish because Spanish is Spain, but Latin heritage.
Yeah. Because I saw a post which was saying she thought that song will never go far because of the language.
Yeah.
You understand me? So it's like...
Same with Jamaicans and reggae music, right? So they try to use less patois in the music to try to make it more mainstream.
And
so that more people can understand it.
So it's like me doing it in English so that people can.
Right. So like on the song that you have on the Black Panther soundtrack, what language is that you sing in?
Zulu.
You sing it in Zulu and then you switch and throw some English in there. So
3 words. It's like 3 lines, but
right.
the whole thing, it's in Zulu.
Can you sing it right now for the people, or is it too early for you to be singing live? Some artists come in here and they be like,
Nah, anytime. For me, it's never about the notes and sounding perfect. It's the message, you know what I'm saying? So if you want the key notes, then you must write.
you can sing it for me?
Anytime.
Yo, I need that. I need that in my life. I may have you sing Gimbella. Am I saying it right? Gimbella live too. Yo, because that's my joint right there. Gimbella, I was told was like you was hollering at a girl. Like I can't live without you or something. Like that's what it is. Yeah, it's like Gimbella. What is it?
It's a confirmation song because most of the times, when let's say you're riding with your girl in the car, usually it'll be her against your music or you against their music. Like, oh my God, girlfriend's with that music. You know what
Trying to make you listen to Rihanna or something. You want to listen.
So now I need to create a song that will be enjoyed by both. You understand? So it's a confirmation song. So what it says is, I love you. And then the other part says, really? Then he's like, yeah. You understand me? So it's like a conversation between Nyempela. That means really, for real, yeah.
For real.
For real,
like I love you, for real.
Yeah, and it's like, for real, like, yeah, for real.
Yeah.
So that's what the hook is. That's what you understand? So that when you're riding with your boo or whatever, then you can both enjoy the song.
Yo, Sean, you not up on your bell?
I didn't know. I listened to it today, but I didn't know. You have to turn that up in the way.
And then you have Howard coming in a different language. You understand me? And it's very rare for that to happen. Usually, if a song is in Zulu, you have guys singing in Zulu, or the song is in Tswana, guys singing in Tswana. But then having a guy singing in Zulu, then you have Howard coming in a different language. And I think that's
what language is Howard singing?
It was Tswana.
In Tswana.
Tswana, right? Tswana comes off.
Tswana Sotho.
Tswana Sotho, yeah, it's in between. Okay. Yeah, and I think it's one of the reasons why a lot of people could actually relate to it. And those
I didn't know what was going on. All I knew was it felt like.
Yeah, if it's done right for the right cause and if it comes from the right place, it doesn't matter what language it's in, you're gonna feel it. It's real. It's not real.
Yo, so on the Black Panther soundtrack on Season.
Yes, sir.
Can you sing that piece? Because I think that's an important piece of how that song goes.
Yeah. Okay. Starts with the greeting. And people here in America don't greet.
We say hey. We say what's poppin'. Hello.
Nah, unless there's something that maybe we're meeting and there's something that we're gonna conversate about. But if you find me standing or sitting, they don't greet. They just walk past me.
Interesting.
So greeting is very important where you come from.
Respect.
So
High respect.
Yeah, so I started the verse like that to greet everybody. Before I say anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, this is how it goes. Sanibonani endlini. Tusijava kajama indlela ifika malensizwa mina. Phuma lenzansi. Kwafela uba. Sizwa mina 35. Thiwisindala. Lapho ngiphuma khona maphuma khona bathi awufikila. So ngiyamangala. Mangila. Bebathi ngiyophelela moyeni. Beba right. Manje nginkanyezi. Yeah. Njengoba ngitshela ngempilo yami. Hey. Funa uthathe nayo imfundiso yami kwe. Lalela lana kwe. Themba libulala. Kube liyabulala. Ngabe ngihamba phewa. Bathi poverty, jealousy, negativity.
That's my joint right here. Yo, listen, fire. Listen, yo, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate the work you're doing. I appreciate you being so, candid in the conversation today. I wasn't, when I interview people from the diaspora, I don't always understand the political.
Yeah.
What's going on? platform, so I talk a lot of shit about the government, whether I agree with them or not. Like when Obama was in office, you know, look, I was the one that was like, listen, y'all, I know he's black, but he's a president who happens to be black. He's doing a job. You understand what I'm saying? He got hired to do a job. He ain't about to get up in there and just be the black president and just turn up. Guys, it's not gonna happen like that. You know what I mean? So, and I'm able to have these conversations, but I'm appreciative of you coming to have them as well.
All right, cool, man. Thank you so much. And another thing, thank you so much for conversating with me from Instagram and me ending up here. Like, it really shows that you stand what you practice what you preach. You know what I mean? Not a lot of people could do that. So I really appreciate it because it started on Instagram. Like, I was talking to him and I was like, yo, man, please help me, man. You know what I mean? I'm out here in Africa. Trying to get the word out there because of how it's because I've been following him on social media and say, okay, what it stands for and everything. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing as Kendrick. You know what I mean? For him to actually say, I'm going to get that guy in Africa that is not known. Because you must remember that when he got that deal, if it went wrong, he was going to suffer, he was going to take a fall for it. If the soundtrack failed. Because you went to Africa and got these guys that we don't know. You know what I mean? But then he took that risk because it really shows that's
and there's a number of African artists on that Black Panther soundtrack that people don't know. David Dumo, Sjava. The what's her name? Saudi. Yeah, that's my boy.
Saudi, the South man. Yeah. The rapper. What's her name? She's from Cape Town.
The lady.
We gotta shout her out.
And she, and I didn't even know her. Imagine, and I'm in South Africa, and I didn't even know her. And for him to be able to find her, and she delivered, and that's the most important thing. You know what I mean? So, for me to see guys like that always talk about their consciousness and actually standing for it is like crazy for me. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Is that Eugen?
Yes.
Eugen Black Rock.
Eugen Black Rock.
I didn't know. Yo, fam, she bodying that song so crazy. Ops on the Staple joint, nuts.
Yeah.
Bodies it.
And I don't know her. I've never even met her till today.
And Kendrick and his team went out and found these people.
Found her, you know what I mean? So shout out to Kendrick for real, man. God bless you, bro. Just keep doing what you do and stay with it.
Before we wrap, Sjava, Sean, you was out there for a festival in Soweto.
Yes.
And it was an amazing festival, and you came back slightly disappointed with the handling of the festival.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you...
Which festival?
This was a music festival in Soweto going on. It was like a jazz music festival.
Yeah.
You familiar with it?
What is it called?
It was called the Soweto Jazz Music Festival.
Oh my God! Where there was problems with the bookings and all of that. I heard about that.
The bands was out there.
What happened? Nah, that's not. No, man. You know.
You know some inside information?
No, there was an artist who was booked there who told me that.
Nasty C?
Was Nasty booked there?
Yeah.
What happened to him? But it was.
He got to perform.
I didn't get the. But I heard that there was no venue or something like that. That's what I heard.
It was an amphitheater that's supposed to be built out there.
Yeah.
And
what were you
we had a
disappointed
new
about?
stage. Say that again?
What were you disappointed about?
Well, it didn't happen. The festival never happened.
What?
It was 4 days and we only did 1 day. We did the first day. And after that, they shut down the other 3 days. So we had
What was the reason?
I don't really know the full politics. But from what I hear, it was basically they didn't want us to, as outsiders, coming into Soweto and bringing money into the community. And I mean, it sounds, broad.
What?
But basically coming in there and creating something. So they just put blocks in front of us in order to continue it. And they found.
Then why did they call you? Then why did they call you?
God damn it.
No. See, the politics behind it basically was like, it was something that they did to stand in the way to make the festival continue.
The community.
Some type of permit that they held away and then last minute said, well, you don't have this.
But the people had already booked and flew everybody out there, performed 1 day, and then shut it down for the next 3. So Shawnee was like, yo, this must be political.
I've never heard of anything like that before.
And it was
I
in
don't even
Soweto,
understand
right?
what's going on. Even now I'm confused.
We ended up having a jam session just to kind of make the trip not completely in vain for all of the artists that came down in the same place that I told you about. That's the barbecue, charcoal, whatever place. What is that called? You remember? Cooked meat or charred meat, whatever. And it's outside, and built the stage so that all of the artists and jazz musicians and third world and all these people could come and just kind of perform, and the concert wouldn't be a waste. It was nice, good vibes, and everybody kept their energy up. But there was some type of red tape, and I don't know all of the insides of it, that they basically didn't want us there.
Man, I don't know. I'm sorry about that. I don't know anything about that. I've never had of a situation like that. I don't think it was new. I don't know. Maybe that's the new way. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on.
In Southwest Townships, which is Soweto, right? In Southwest Townships, that's multiple communities that under an umbrella kind of name, right?
Yeah.
Is there some sort of political pressure to keep that community from thriving and poor?
Man, for me, I'm an artist, and I don't understand much anything that has to do with politics. But me personally, I don't believe in any. I just believe that I have to wake up and try and make a plan with my friends to survive. Understand me? But obviously, I think with all politicians, I don't think if they had to finish poverty, then there won't be a need for politicians. Understand? Because without poor people, you know what I mean, they
He's killing himself now.
So I think they need the people to be poor for them to carry on doing what they do. Because honestly speaking, if everybody is rich and nobody, who are you gonna promise?
Yeah, I mean, I get that in theory, but obviously y'all was trying to bring a moment down to a community that's underserved.
Soweto was born from apartheid.
Yeah.
You understand me? It was born from apartheid, and it will take so many years for it not to exist anymore.
Right, and it's still not thriving on a huge scale. So to have this music festival and have these legendary artists come down there, it would then bring money into the community and have people's eyes on Soweto. So now restaurants would be getting more money. Hotels in the vicinity would be getting more money. And it would drive people here annually to this community, and we would be responsible for that. So there was some other type of promoters or people who kind of navigate and dictate.
Like I said, it goes back to...
And they put the blocks in between us once they saw it actually happening, and jumped in and spoke to their political friends and said, well, do they have this? Well, do they have this? Do they have it? And they found something to say, well, they didn't have this. Boom, let's shut it down.
It goes back to those three words, poverty,
promoters.
jealousy, and
It was a jealousy move. From my understanding, it was a jealousy move.
Inspired by poverty that's in Soweto. Because if it was in France, maybe there's never going to be like it, because everybody got their own. But then it's Soweto, everyone's trying to make money. Understand there's poverty. Like, so somehow, something like that might go down. But it's all inspired by this one thing, which is poverty.
Right.
You understand?
I mean, it's universal, though, because we, look, here in the States, same things happen. You try to do something in the community, let's say the police or a certain city official will be like, nah, we're not going to give you a permit for that. And we be like, why, you don't want me to have fun in the community? You don't want people to come out in the community and have a good time? Well, we feel like it's unsafe. Or we feel like it's this. What are you talking about? We just going to be partying and having some food, And then, so, because that happens here, because they don't want, oftentimes, poor people to
celebrate themselves.
Celebrate life. They want them to feel downtrodden so they can continue to oppress them.
Right. So if you had like a block party here, like in Brownsville, for instance, and it was going to generate a certain amount of money, but this was going to be a 4-day block party, and you went through all of the measures to get it, everything that you needed. If people really didn't want it to happen, they could find something. They could say, after the first day, they can say, you know what, there's some type of, you know what, they don't have that, and let's shut it down. So they shut us down.
First time ever such thing happens.
And they knew that by doing this, it would discourage us and anybody else, because it was months and months of planning. Coming back again. And a lot of money lost. Tons of money lost. So we plan on going back again for Youth Day next year, but I don't think that's going to happen.
And Global Citizen Fest, are you familiar with Beyonce is coming out to South Africa?